Hello, everybody. Welcome to Counselor's Couch 101. My name is Jim Stump, and if you might recognize this video back there, I think I'm going to play it for a while because that's the reason I'm here. I'm not going to play it forever, but for a while I'm going to keep playing in the background when I talk. I never wanted this. I never wanted to be center stage under a spotlight. I'm not monetized. I'm not independently wealthy. When I'm done here, I'm going to go back to work. But the thing is, this man here has 300,000 subscribers on his YouTube. He has 500,000 viewers, and he cares about you. He has said several times that people have been asking him questions and for help and advice about various things that he did not feel qualified to give. But he cared about you. So what did he do? He went out and got you the help. He brought Travis on board. He brought me on board. Who knows who he's going to bring next, but it should be interesting. Mostly what I talk about with folks is about relationships, right? A lot of people are unhappy. They get into a relationship, maybe they get married, maybe they have some kids, and in 5 years they can't stand each other. And why is that? I keep thinking it's because they picked the wrong person. They're nice guys, they're wonderful ladies, but they just didn't match. The idea in relationship is to find someone who fits you, who suits you, who's good for you, and you for them. You want to find someone who you want to spend time with. You want to find someone who's your best friend, the one you want to come home to, the one you want to share with. That's the person we should have our relationships with, right? Now, a lot of people, they go looking for a partner based on a list of prerequisites. You know, for women, he's got to be so tall, he's got to be certain good looking, he has to be a professional person with an income, he has to be stable financially, he has to have a home. They have a whole list of things like that. And men, they might have their own list. She has to be 5'4", blonde, blue-eyed, well-dressed, sophisticated, look good on my arm, etc., etc. When people go out and find these things, later on they find that it didn't fulfill them. It didn't work. It didn't fit what they really needed. And what they really needed was probably had nothing to do with appearances. It has to do with the person, the soul of the person, the quality of the person. Like I said, the person who matches you. That's what we're looking for. So when I talk to folks all the time, I really caution folks before they get married to go through premarital counseling. I don't care how old you are. I was talking to a preacher earlier today, and he said that he did premarital counseling with a couple who was in their 70s. They were both widower, and widow, and they were married. They were getting married for the second time, and he did premarital counseling with them to make sure that that relationship would last. I thought that was wise on his part and on their part to do that. I keep asking folks to tell me what it is they want to hear about or talk about here on this channel. And one person mentioned grief and loss. That's a tough one. You can read all the Kubler-Ross you want, but the only thing that heals grief is time. Take the time. You have to let it go. Let the time pass for your healing to come to you. Now me, I'm an incurable romantic from way back. I believe in love at first sight. A lot of people argue with me on that, but I believe in it. I think there has to be an attraction. I'm not talking about a physical attraction. Somebody looks good and you want to drag them off to a motel room or something like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about an attraction where you know that that is your partner. You know, have you ever heard someone say, that's the girl I'm going to marry, and they haven't even met yet? Ever hear that? Ever hear a woman say that? There's my husband. They just know it. And those kind of relationships have a good chance of working. If you don't have that kind of attraction initially, I'm not sure you can form the relationship because relationships are hard. I'm not sure you can form a marriage that's going to be successful over the long haul, right? So we're looking for that kind of connection first. And then we want to see if the rest of it's going to work. So we take time to go through the issues and do that premarital counseling stuff. A lot of folks are just not getting married. They're living together, they're having children, etc., because they don't want to go through the troubles and the problems of a legal entanglement if they're married. I completely understand that. I think it's a sad comment on our society and our culture, but I do understand it. The idea is to pick the right partner in the first place. That's the way to go, right? Excuse me a second. I'm still trying to figure out how to do all this stuff. I'm not happy with the video I'm getting here. I look at the image that is here on the YouTube screen here, and it doesn't match the image I see when I look in my mirror, and I can't figure out why that is. It looks a little distorted here, so I'm trying to get that together. If anybody has any suggestions, please send it in. And also, I'm trying to figure out how to tell these stories. I have lots of stories, but it's trying to figure out the way to present them to you in an interesting way, and topics and that you want to think about and talk about and you want to share here. But getting back to this video over here, 100,000 paper cuts. Hang on one second. There he is. 100,000 paper cuts. He cared enough about you guys to go out and get you the help he needed. I think that's an amazing thing. Like I said, I'm looking forward to the type of community he's going to put together. 300,000 subscribers, and he cares about them all. 500,000 viewers, and he cares about them. And he not only cares about you, he cares about us. He cares about Travis, and he cares about me. I think that's kind of amazing. But I think he's the kind of guy that deserved the success he's having. He worked hard at it. Anyone ever says that Kevin Lake is a lazy guy, just simply doesn't know how hard this is to do, right? So I'm going to play that video for a while until I get locked in and I'm comfortable and I know what I'm doing and I know what you good people want to talk about. 100,000 paper cuts. Where did he ever get an idea like that? Talk to you next time.